Hello, my friends, and welcome to the 1 hour dungeon commentary edition for the Forgotten Keep. So, on this episode and the next, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to start creating multi floor dungeons and learning how the Solasta editor allows you to move up and down between the different floors because they have some cool stuff in here for like, oh, you can, if you go through this entrance, you pop up here on this next floor, or if you go through that exit on the second floor, it actually takes you to here on the first floor. And I really want to start playing around with some of that and learning the vertical level design that things like Dark Souls uses. I think it'll be really cool, really fun, and kind of a way to start breaking up some of the monotony that is in the engine currently, or not in the engine, with my with the series at the moment. So my design ideas for this dungeon was pretty simple. I wanted to create like a semi-symmetrical like keep where an old elven lord or local lord lived, did all of his stuff here for his surrounding lands, and it is now kind of forgotten and abandoned, and some orcs kind of came in and took it over. So that's kind of the story bit. That's all I really wanted to focus on for the story, as I really wanted to focus on what I think is the strength of the Dungeon Maker at the moment, and that's trying to do interesting combat. Since there isn't a lot of tools in place that allows you to do like puzzles or interconnecting story bits or quests. So let's just play around with the combat, make this into like a combat sim. So one of the other things I really wanted to do outside of combat on this one is I wanted to create a way for the player to be able to bypass like this little encounter up here with this little tunnel here. I completely forgot about it. I got it set up, made sure it kind of worked. Actually, I didn't even make sure it worked, and I have no idea if it actually works. Like I said, I just completely forgot about it as I was set designing and everything out. One of the last things I learned from this last episode was trying to keep everything scoped properly and also set decoration. I failed completely on the set decoration on the last episode, which made the prison escape suck. That map is terrible. I might revisit it in the future, tweak it, and actually make it fun and interesting. I might even incorporate it into this map and make this like a 3-floor dungeon. But I'm rambling on that. So I was playing around a little bit in the last one on prison escape, and I noticed when you move things, and obviously I have it selected here, you can duplicate. I was like, oh, it's just going to duplicate the room. Well, on this one, I tried to see if I set things down in here and duplicated the actual tile itself, not the tile, the room, with the set decorations inside of it. And it, lo and behold, it copied everything. And I was like, oh, this is perfect for doing like this semi-symmetrical keep, where each side of the keep is kind of the same, or even just making rooms like this here, from here to here, here to here, pretty much similar. Saved me probably like 20 or 30 minutes because I could just copy paste and move the room versus having to do this 4 times. And I think that's what killed me on prison escape, is I focused so much time on the prison cells, when if I would have known about this, I could have just duplicated them all over and made them all the same there. So for the actual like decision designs that I did on this one, I really didn't I came into this with no like real decision of outside of combat focus and having a secret tunnel. Really, with these dungeons, I don't have time to really sit down and focus on like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. I have 1 or 2 ideas, and then it's just throwing things onto the map and making sure everything kind of sticks and flows together. That's really all I do with these. This one just happened to turn out extremely, extremely well, and I'm super, super happy with it. The only thing I'd say I probably am not happy with are some of the encounters. They're kind of sloggy. They're not really the most interesting fights, and that was something I wanted to focus on with this episode. And it also got me realizing maybe I do need to add time or adjust how I do these, with like an hour for level design, an hour for encounter design, and then an hour for like tidying up story pieces. So it may not 100% like a 1-hour dungeon, but each core trinity of the dungeon gets an hour block for me to do. And I think that might be how we start doing things moving forward. If you like that idea, let me know, comment below. And I think that's pretty much all I have for the Forgotten Keep. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. If you like this content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.